Welcome to Alexa's Tech Room. Updated, confusing cloud storage policy on these smaller cameras, but great product once clarified. Blink Mini Compact Indoor Plug-in Smart Security Camera, 10i Type HD Video Night Vision Motion Detection, 2-way audio easy setup, works with Alexa 2 cameras. White. This product is sold by Blink Home Security. Product linked in the description below. Monitor the inside of your home day and night with our 10i Type HD Indoor Plug-in Smart Security Camera with motion detection and 2-way audio. See, hear, and speak to people and pets in your home from your smartphone with Blink Mini's live view and 2-way audio. Get alerts on your smartphone whenever motion is detected, or customize motion detection zones so you can see what matters most. Use Mini as an indoor plug-in chime for Blink Video Doorbell. Hear a real-time alert from Mini when someone presses your video doorbell. Choose to save and share clips with a free 30-day trial of the Blink subscription plan, or locally with the Sync Module 2 sold separately. Set up in minutes, plug in the camera, connect it to Wi-Fi, and follow the instructions in the free Blink Home Monitor app. Works with Alexa. Pair Blink Mini with a supported Alexanable device to engage live view, arm and disarm your camera, and more using your voice. Includes 2 Blink Mini cameras. White, 2 mounting kits with stands, 4.4 out of 5 stars. This item has a total of 216,547 reviews. Product linked in the description below. The first review is from Ben. Updated, confusing cloud storage policy on these smaller cameras, but great product once clarified. 4.0 out of 5 stars. Updated, when I saw these smaller cameras announced, I was excited and looked forward to adding them to my existing 5-camera Blink system. I figured these would be a great replacement for the XTRO cameras that I had inside my house, so I could then repurpose those for additional outdoor locations. Since this is different than the previous XTRO systems, I was not pleased about this. After I posted my original review, a rep from Blink reached out to clarify the cloud storage situation. So here is what I learned. If you already have an XT or XTRO system, then you can add these cameras to it without having to get a paid subscription. If you do not have a Blink system at all, and these cameras are the first ones you get. By then, though, they plan to have released a new sync module with an SD card slot so that you can locally store video clips without having to pay for a subscription at all. Personally, I don't think they intend to have too many people on the subscription plan. I think they see the SD card functionality being more of a selling point, but they had to piggyback the first adopters of these mini cameras onto the cloud storage until the new sync module gets released. Maybe they had delays in getting the new sync module released at the same time as the Mini due to factory closings around the world right now. I am much happier after this getting cleared up, but hope that they update the cloud storage subscription info on the product pages to make it much clearer how this all works. Had I looked at all of the available info before buying these, then I probably would not have purchased them based on the unclear info that's out there. In the end, the savior of the situation was the rep that contacted me from Blink. I thought this was a brilliant addition to the Blink camera ecosystem, adding a lower-cost camera for indoor applications like mine, where the benefits of the battery power and weatherproofness would be overkill. He clarified all of my concerns, gave me a great amount of info on the product, and answered all of my questions. I had a lot of them. To be clear, the rep did not once ask me to change my review, take it down, or in any way artificially influence me to do any of those things. The great job he did led to me to change this of my own accord, as they really took care of my concerns. 1 star deducted for the confusion, but 3 added back in for the great CS experience. Good product can get you a buyer, but good service gets you a customer for life. Blink has done a fantastic job turning a disappointed and misinformed buyer into a satisfied customer. So to recap, if you are looking to get these as your first Blink setup, Soon as they were released, I ordered up a 12-pack to add to my system. I installed one of them and found that the picture quality right out of the box was the best, but once you change the video quality setting to enhanced, it's right up there with the extra quality. The motion detection is a little spotty. As they use a new digital method of detecting motion, I compares one frame to the next to check for changes. Some very subtle movement will show up, like a shadow moving across the viewing area, but then actually walking across it once sometimes. A rep I spoke with said that they are working on an update to improve the consistency of that feature, which will be available as an over-the-air update, since it is a digital-based feature, which I think is pretty cool. So originally my poor review was based around the cloud storage feature on these cameras. After I purchased these cameras, I looked into the cloud storage feature, as all of the literature I found on them stated that a subscription would be required. This review is from Haley. One major flaw. 2.0 out of 5 stars. I bought this to use as a baby monitor, thinking if the quality was good I would end up purchasing an outdoor set as well. I got it in this afternoon, and setup was super easy. The picture quality is excellent for the price point. The main issue for me is that there is no option for continuous viewing. The live view from the app will automatically shut off after 30 seconds if you don't tap the continue prompt. If I had known this ahead of time, I would have never purchased a Blink camera. I watch my daughter on a Fire tablet while I work at night, and it's really not feasible to stop typing every 30 seconds to press a button. Maybe it's my fault for not realizing it, but I don't remember reading any information about the length of viewing time, so I assumed it would be like the Foscam I had sought to replace. If Blink ever adds an update for continuous viewing, I would repurchase in a heartbeat, but for now I'm sending it back. This review is from Gibson. I like them. 5.0 out of 5 stars. Let me start off by saying that these Blink Indoor Mini cameras do not prompt you to continue live view after 30 seconds, or whatnot, as other reviewers try to say. Maybe they did at one time before I ever got mine, but with the current software there is no interruption to live view. The image is great for a $30-some camera, and the night vision is also good. I have pretty good Wi-Fi, so I've had no issues with these cameras nor any of my outdoor cameras. You really can't complain about these cameras. If you do, invest in a 1000 security system. If you're here reading my review, then obviously that's not in your budget. So go ahead and purchase some. Unless you have crap Wi-Fi service, which will cause problems with the cameras working properly. They should satisfy basic needs. However, the doorbell and the outdoor cameras will prompt you to continue. And the only reason I can think that the company sets the cameras up this way is due to the fact that the indoor cameras are plugged into an electricity source, and the outdoor cameras and the doorbell run off battery, and maybe it's a battery-saving tactic. Then again, as far as the outdoor cameras having interrupted live feed, is it really that big of a deal? Who is just steadily watching outdoor feed unless something suspicious is going on, so why complain? It's really not a hassle to tap a button if you seriously need to watch something live. Honestly, for the price, I'm pleased with these cameras. My main reason for buying them was just to hone some type of home security in case someone was to break into my house. And to also check in with my kids, as I please to make sure they aren't up to no good after school until I'm able to get home from work. I have no problems with the motion detection working as it should. This review is from Ukov. Great cameras rushed app that is missing key features and was clearly designed for other cameras. 3.0 out of 5 stars. I pre-ordered 4 cameras without any reviews having been posted, so I hope that this helps someone. First off, the cameras are pretty nice. Very easy to set up and get connected, and the price is just about perfect. I contacted them regarding the IR light that apparently cannot be turned off, although you can turn it off via the app for the other Blink cameras. And the support tech actually stated that he did not know anything about these cameras and had to ask someone else. That was a first for me. The IR light is probably not a big deal for most, but I have for years had an indoor camera pointed out a window since my front yard is pretty well lit at night, and the IR light stuck in the on position make that impossible. I never review anything, but I wanted to get the word out on this. I suspect that these cameras were kind of rushed and the app just reproposed, so it's my sincere hope that they will address the live view concerns in future app updates specific to Blink Mini owners. Soon, I hope. Here's to hoping. Update: I was contacted by Blink following regarding my review. They indicated that multiple people had voiced similar concerns about the app's real-time capabilities, and they made it sound like they were developing an update to the app to address this. The app is where things start to fall apart. They also offered to send me an additional camera, an older model, that does allow you to turn off the IR at no charge. I asked directly if this would be in exchange for changing my review, and they specifically did not ask me to amend this review. If nothing else, that is great customer service. It clearly was created for the other Blink cameras that are battery dependent, so most of the quirks problems I found are probably necessary for battery savings on the other Blink cameras. I have had cameras for well over 10 years and have gone through several different apps programs to access and store the video, but I have never had an app that did not allow me to view all of my cameras at the same time. This one requires you to select a single camera and activate it individually to view real-time video. I assume that this was designed for battery savings, but since these cameras are always on, it now serves no purpose. Additionally, not having the ability to view all of my cameras while activated in a single 4-pane window seems a step in the wrong direction. For years, I have been able to see live feeds in a multiple format and select the camera I want to zoom in on that one, not with this app. Second, tech support is at best not good. Our first question is from R. Is the system secured from hackers? It is wrong to say hackers don't care about breaking into home networks, because with distributed computers they can, and do have networks that make the process of breaking into all computers for evaluation for their criminal enterprises an automated task which runs slowly and cumulatively over time with next to no person. See more. It is wrong to say hackers don't care. If it has TWAFA on the linked accounts, you have that you get your TWAFA messages to also have TWAFA, or is your personal cell service device. It's a tiny chance of probability to hack without a mistake in the hardware and software design, which we know happens, but both which continue to be improved. So bottom line, you want TWAFA to protect yourself against your mistakes and force the ball into the courts of the governments and businesses that are not doing enough to harden networks from misuse by governments, businesses, and crime syndicates. Hardware and software security needs vast improvement due, and known security holes must be closed. You may remember Apple and the US federal government got into a legal spat after Apple stated they would be closing security holes in their products that various governments and crime syndicates, you can be sure, had been using to access Apple's customers' data and hardware. So it's very difficult if you enable TWAFA, but without TWAFA it can be increasingly easier to brute force password guess over extended periods of time because of increasingly sophisticated PIS and PUs enabling faster computations of permutations to try to break in. Even with TWAFA, one can't guarantee there aren't known security holes that are purposely left for use by government entities that always seem to eventually get added to the recipe books of crime syndicates eventually as well. Do I know of any security holes personally? No, that's not my profession. I depend on government and business to address those or get kicked out of service by consumers. It's certainly not in the interest of a smart business to knowingly introduce such security holes. See less product linked in the description below. For more content like this, please subscribe and click the bell icon so you are notified of new uploads. We upload new videos every day. See you next time.